Welcome. Welcome to Illuminated presents Shadows That Move Us. I don't need this. I'm gonna get that out. Delving into the shadows, the dark side, the things that we don't want to know about or don't want other people to know about, but also our fears, how do we stand in courage when courage is something that is not static or stationary? How do we find how to maneuver through something that is unsure with confidence? It is not something that is hooked or locked. It is something we keep doing step by step by step to feel what that is in that moment and take a breath and take the next step. A lot of the journey that we go on is feeling the roles we tell ourselves to play and the roles other people tell us to play, and sometimes those end up in our shadows. And those end up in that unknown that we're trying to restrict ourselves from getting lost in or for other people from knowing. But it's also these things that can be our brightest accomplishment when we share them, when we work through them, when we discover ways that every step has that potential of being filled with butterflies or fear or locked down in our emotions because they're so big. But there's also the potential for that to be a breakthrough, for a huge glory and a joy that we want to embrace and take into our lives is right there every moment. It's just taking each step. I remember one time I was having a conversation with a group of professionals, different types of occupations, on the feeling of fake it till you make it. And every person at that table was shielding the story of a time when they had been given a job that they felt in their mind they were way over and over their heads. They were gonna lose it, they were gonna mess up, and if they just put on their courage and no one knows, and it's that fake it till you make it. But why is it faking it if we're doing it? Why is that fake? Why is that not that moment and that's the best that is shining? We tell ourselves that we can't do it, but we did. And we remind ourselves that next time that it's possible. Now, I started tonight's show up on my rig. First of all, I have an incredible view right now, and I do hope that at some point during this production you get to see some of what I'm seeing behind me, or I actually can't see the shot, but it could be great. But I also, many times, people respond back to me when they're seeing a share of something that I do that happens to be up in the air. They see the joy and the excitement or the presentation or the art, and then they go, aren't you afraid? Isn't that terrifying? And I do feel butterflies. I am not immune to that, like, oh, okay. But it's a brain chemical. I can say that's adrenaline or that's gonna shut me down. I am not controlled by it. I am using those things within it. So when I'm up here and I'm feeling free, this is a choice that I create within my reality. And it's not a challenge of like, you didn't do it, but an option. This is a reflection. Everything that we do on this program are us sharing things that we are discovering and things we're learning, things that illuminate us and we hope illuminate you. So let us get going on this journey. Our very first share for tonight, I am so excited to bring out Roger Fojas, and I met years ago in a circ, and he has taught me so much, and he's also one of the funnest people to co-create with. And there's a video sharing coming up right after his live share that is he and I. And it's the first time I got to work with another dancer and actually connect and make contact in over a year. And I'm honored that it was Roger, that we were able to come together to co-create, to share this, to illuminate each other, and I hope illuminate you. So to delight and entertain, I give you Roger Fojas.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me rap to you for a minute. You know, The song says, reach out and touch somebody's hand. The world that we are living in today is a world where there's no love for one another. We're living in a world where hatred is all around us. And you know, I feel this way. If we would put a little love in our hearts, I believe that this world would be a better place in which to live in. And all you have to do is, like the song says, reach out and touch somebody's hand. Try and see if you can make this world a better place in which to live in. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place to live in. I believe if you would try and do this, try to love your brother man, your fellow man, the people around you, black and white together. We all need to get a little closer to one another. And I feel that we would unite and reach out and touch our brother's hand, this world will be a better place to live in. Thank you.
I look like, you look like, he looks like, she looks like them. You talk like, she talks like, they talk like, we talk like him. I act like, you act like, he acts like, she acts like them. You walk like, she walks like, they walk like, we walk like him. Just because my mind's not his, mind's not her, mind's not your, out of your mind. Quite clearly, he's only, she's only, you're only, I'm only. Nothing else I'd rather. Good thing no one else can. Your car's like, his car's like, her car's like, their car's like mine. Driving to his job's like, her job's like, my job's like, all jobs combined. Paying for your house and his house and her house and their house and mine. Driving mad his spouse and her spouse and my spouse and all humankind. I want my job to be eating ice cream on the moon and be paid in caterpillars by a well-dressed raccoon. I want my shoes to be roller skate flippers and all my walkways to be trampolines. If all staircases were slides, maybe climbing could be our destination, and we could slip from our frames of mind into our imagination, but maybe the world will explode into laughter. Ha 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 ha.
The great sea has sent me adrift. It moves me as a weed in a great river. Earth and the great weather move me, have carried me away, and moved my inward parts with joy.
Years chasing me down. I didn't give in when the cops had me pinned, but I had to ditch the car. I made my escape down the alleyway, but I didn't get very far. 'Cause the doggone animal control, they were on patrol. Animal control, they're after me.
I am Anoka, Obia of Silver Sophia. I've come to realize that the human soul is as real as the human body. And just as the body needs calcium or vitamin C to properly function, so too are there vitamins for the soul. And I've come to realize that dance is an essential vitamin for the soul. So sharing the concept, the idea that dance is a vitamin for the soul, and that when you're experiencing a lack of bliss in your life, it is a vitamin dance deficiency. Dance illuminates me. I am Anoka.
I've been singing, oh, I've been singing your song. Give me things that I wanted to know. Tell me things that you've done. I've been feeling old, I've been feeling cold. You're the heat that I know. Missing you are my sun. I said there's more to life than rush. Not gonna leave this place with us. Stop the game, it's not enough. Hush, I said there's more to life than rush. Not gonna leave this place with us. Stop the game, it's not enough.
First, I must back up and our fantastic aerialist. So I am overjoyed. I'm very illuminated by that. That was Christy Munson. She's amazing. Find her, follow her stuff. I know the links went out. And again, I mentioned on the last show, please do like, subscribe, support these artists. We are all, this is our craft, our illumination. If you love it, please support. I don't know if you noticed, if the people have been watching our show, our rig got taller, and I really, that, big happy right there. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. It was wonderful. And we went right into the shares. As you know, I talk about this, one of my favorite parts of the show, of really hearing what illuminates, and in this case, seeing what illuminates. Thank you for those amazing shares. Anno and Pete and Nancy, you guys, thank you very much. Those are wonderful. And I'm now going to move into the Move With Me section. And y'all know I love this. I love to get silly. I want to get moving, keep our bodies moving. It's our healthy. This is not about the Hollywood idea of being in shape. It's healthy. And that is part of our illumination, is the circulation of our bodies, of our beings, of getting that to move. And we are also, if your camera is on, if you're on the Zoom, please turn your cameras on, and we're gonna put it up. It's a little one, so if you know, don't have to, it's not your spotlight moment, but to share with all of us, to open up those cameras so we can all see you and inspire more of us to move together, to move at your homes, wherever you're at on this, watching, enjoying this with us. Thank you for enjoying this with us. But let's do some moving with me. And if I can get some music playback, we are gonna do a little bit of movement here. All right, so you must have noticed I'm standing. I got 2 good feet, so I'm enjoying that. But wherever you're at, always go to your level. So last time we did some toes and fingers in my physical therapy, so let's just start with that again. Let's get our wrists going. We got a nice group of people here. We're doing our wrists, yeah. Now let's twist, twist. Just loosen that up. And again, I'm going a certain amount of twist, go your own twist. Now let's, a little bit wider, and then as we bring it back in. That's nice, right? We like a little bit of twist. Now let's just touch our shoulders, yeah? Boom, boom. Remember, if you want to have a little fun with the beat, definitely, always have fun if that's an option. Fun and or functional, but if the fun's an option, put it in. Right, now let's reach up and just a little bit of this guy. Get the shoulders. Now if you're sitting, right, just gonna do this, right? But if you're standing, you wanna get wherever you're feeling it. Do what you're feeling. Now I just like to sort of shake that down a little bit, and shake that off. Let's just bring this across, just sort of loosen up. Now when you're doing this, you don't wanna have your thing with that. You wanna bring it nice and down, get a good stretch, just nice. Some people like to hold stretches longer. If I'm going too fast, skip something, hold it longer. Go at your own pace, really. It's just to get that nice circulation going. Now, since I'm standing, I'm gonna do this again, modify if you want, but I wanna feel just a little bit of my hips, because I can't stand on 2 feet for the longest time. And here, I'll show you a chair version. So for sitting, what I want you to do is bring up that hip and bring up that hip. It's like trying to bend this part to this part, and bend this part to this part. So you're watching on your couch, that's great. Just do a little, yeah, hips, that's good. Right, we're feeling that. And if you got a little bit of here, sitting, standing, it's all good. Just a little bit of motion. And if you want to get a little funky with it, just a little thing, you can do that sitting too, by the way. Kind of turns into this, which is fun. You get like a group, right? Go the opposite way too, we got to switch. Anything we do one way, we always want to do left, right, reverse, clockwise counter, all those things. And my shoulders just got into that one, but that's good too. Now let's just feel that little shake a little bit. And just nice and neck. Again, shoulder, you want to do this. Nice and little, Oh, that feels nice. I should have done this one earlier. This is a nice one. And if you find yourself feeling too serious, make a face. You hang yourself by your tongue that way. And then this way. And then you get a tongue stretch too. Like cheeks are good to exercise too, right, guys? Nice little side to side. Side to side. Excellent. If I'm going too fast, again, your own speed. Left, right, if you want to stop in the middle because you're getting dizzy. We all have our own, I get dizzy sometimes. Now still shake that out, fun. Whew. All right, now, if you're sitting, just take it up and just put out a foot and just get that knee, and if you want to even support it, just get a little, stretch that out. And if you want to feel that where that goes, a little stretching that out. Just get a little stretching. Nice little range of motion. Again, if it's just a little bit, do yours, right? If I'm gonna do mine, I'm gonna go up here maybe, right? Music just ended. 3 minutes went fast. Thank you all for playing along and moving with me. I do love that. Thank you all for moving with me here. I am loving that we are able to have a very intimate but perfect audience. And if you guys are sensing the difference at your homes, at our space here, we are very excited to have more than our crew clapping with us and moving with us. We're loving this all. All right, so next up, I'm excited. I'm honestly, you can tell, I'm excited about all of it, and it is genuine. I truly am just motivated and inspired by the people I know, people I see creating art, people who are out there doing their creations, and I love it. Now, the shadow, see if I can get that chair to balance. The shadow video that you all watched earlier was from a group called Oopsie-Daisies, who, they're fun. Check them out. We'll put their link out there. Oopsie-Daisies they're amazing. One half of that fantastic collective is Julie Push. Did I say Push? Push. I just said her name wrong. That's a big faux pas. She's in the wings telling me correctly. But I met her singing that song that you saw on the Shadow video at a party, and I knew that I had to meet this collective of women. But Julie and I had to know her. She's magic, and I went up and introduced myself, and I'm so grateful because we get to just share this journey of life together, and I am so pleased to share with you her magic. And so we're going to bring her out here to share her music, her creations, her compositions, and her illumination with you. Yes. Sure.
So I'm Julie Push, as Michelle said. This song that I'm going to play for you is called Clair de Lune, and it's a song that I composed, and the lyrics are from a French poet
who is long gone, but his name is Paul Verlaine. And a lot of composers have written music based on his poetry before. So I thought I would give you a little translation for what the poem means. So here it is. Your soul is a chosen landscape where charming masqueraders go, playing the lute and dancing. They're sad beneath their fantastical disguises. They all sing in a minor key of love and the opportune life, but they don't seem to believe in their happiness, and their sadness mingles with the moonlight. The still moonlight, sad and beautiful, sets the birds dreaming in the trees and the fountains sobbing in ecstasy. The tall fountains beneath the marble statues.
Votre âme est un paysage choisi que vos charmants masques et bergamasques. Jouant de lutte et d'ossin et quasi triste, sous les déguisements fantasques. Tout en chantant sous le mot de minuit, l'amour vainqueur et la vie opportune, il n'a pas à quoi le bonheur, il est chanceux, ce n'est la clé de
inside the cabin. Steal a fleet from the seat as a needle near speak in the beat for 5,000 feet. 10,000 hours devours my psyche. You cower in the tower as my power starts to flight. Feel you can write me off, cause I gotta go north and the fight ain't stopping. When you walk by, I want it now, 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 now. And I can't let it go. I want it now, 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 cause I'm never gonna quit, no, not me, never. I want it now, 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 now. I can't let it go. I want it now, 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 now. I'm never gonna quit, no, not me, never.
Thank you so much. Forgive me while I catch my breath. I am so floating on illumination to have my foot healing so I can do that. And I hope it keeps, thank you, that it just keeps getting better and better. I have high hopes for what I'm going to be able to pull off in the next 2 shows, so definitely check us out. Whew, I got that more than I thought I did. I do not want to forget to go back and take a step. The video just before I spun was Betsy Hart. Those of you may remember her from before. Love her. Excuse me. It was so amazing, Betsy. Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed this show. Everyone here, everyone at home. Thank you for moving with us, for having fun, for just finding ways of illuminating yourself, your world. We're all in this. Thank you. Our next show is, I'm good, Meandering Thoughts of Utopia, June 26th. Please join us for that on all of these wonderful platforms. If you're on the Zoom, then the After Lounge will be coming up a couple minutes. Stay with us. We'll get you some more music. Wonderful Dark Matter is the music I was just spinning to, and we're going to keep that going in the after party. Thank you all so much. Have a fantastic evening, day, everything. Join us in the lounge if you're there, and we will see you next month. Thank you.
Watch it out.
If you a chat some madness, boy, you a freak. Get pure licking on your head. If you a walk with a panty, boy, you a freak. Get out of your hand, just fled. If you a chat some madness, boy, you a freak. Get pure licking on your head.
Come on, freak it out, the sensation. Body free, generate the foundation. Come on, freak it out, the sensation.
What is it? Top gets me, boy, you get eliminated. Silver had it done, me don't know how me great. Why try something, me get literate. Hold the microphone and DJ get fed. Bad man freak out, gets them milli cows. Spread bad vibe, lava, 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 them out. When me a sing out, y'all come skin out. Better not say that had the right thing for do and me see bad man freak out. Gets them milli cows. Spread bad vibe, lava, 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 them out. When me a sing out, y'all come skin out. Better not say that had the right thing for do and me sing. If you a walk with panty, boy, you a freak. Get out of your hand, just bled. If you a chat some madness, boy, you a freak. Get pure licking on your head. If you a walk with a panty, boy, you a freak. Get out of your hand, just bled. If you a chat some madness, boy, you a freak. Get pure licking on your head, boy.
Come on, freak it out, the sensation. Body free, generate the foundation. Come on, freak it out, the sensation.